One.
One.
Hey guys,
Hey.
welcome back. It's your
Welcome.
hosts of the no, wait, shit.
It's
I
okay.
fucked that
Keep it
up.
going. Keep it going. This is unedited and unhinged, babies.
We are so back for the last time for a few months.
We are kind of back, one should
Kind
say.
yeah. We're back for about an hour.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is the final episode now of the Okay Listen season 1.
Oh my gosh, the way you said that's gonna stress some people out because you said this is the final episode of the Okay Listen, and I bet they thought you were gonna say pod. And no, it's just season one, guys.
Just season 1.
For those of you who have texted me and said, um, haven't gotten a new episode in a while. First of all, I know. Secondly,
We're aware.
well aware. Secondly, yeah, we just, as we said in the last episode, we've been too busy and haven't been
Uh-huh.
able to. So Chloe's, we might have said this in the last episode. Chloe's job is very dependent on the school year, and by that I mean when school is out, Chloe's job is more hectic, and
Very much so.
it's taken all of our baby girls, our sweet precious baby angels, brain power to do her job and
Thank
continue
you.
being a human being.
Thank
And
you.
so, snaps for Chloe, but that's made it hard. My travel schedule's made it hard, and I actually got
Yeah,
sick on 4 different fronts this past week, and so
right.
we were trying all
Eyes,
week, and
ears, mouth, and nose.
yeah, it was just every sense was taken over. And so I we were trying to plan, and I kept being like, I'm still sick. I'm still sick. But yeah, so what Chloe was telling you
Yeah.
is this is the end of season 1. We'll be back at it with season 2 in late August. Well, we'll record late August, so it'll be the beginning of
Yeah.
September. The first week of September is when we
Yeah.
should get.
You have a day off from Labor Day and probably a new Okay Listen pod episode. So
Yeah,
that's what you should really be looking forward to.
you won't be doing work, but we will be doing work for you.
Yep.
So, yep. Yeah.
Yup.
So, Chloe, I
So
haven't talked
yeah.
to you in a hot minute.
Yeah.
How are
I
you? The last time we
uh,
talked was the last time we recorded. Whenever
how's your
that was.
soul?
How's your heart?
Guys,
How's your
my
heart?
soul is beaten, battered, and bruised. Um
No. Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't wanna spend too much time talking about work, but it's work and
It's
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 yeah,
work.
it's work. So yeah, things have been really, really crazy with work, but we got only a little bit of left of summer school and then yeah, and then I just have like so much to look forward to in like end of July, August, and then yeah, that's basically it. But that's really been the bulk of my life is work and trying to just yeah, just get by. No, that sounds really sad, guys, and it is when you really think about it. Like one one
It
day,
is
but
if
I
you
do
take
feel
a
like
yeah.
in like in spite of everything that's going on with work, I do feel like I'm in decent spirits because but like I'm also exhausted.
Mhm.
This last week was better. Um, but like to give you a glimpse, I literally told one of our bosses, I was like, "Oh yeah, like sometimes I avoid going to sleep because, that means a new day is gonna come." And she was like, "That's
Oh my
not
gosh.
good."
She said, "Oh no, what have we done?"
But it was, like, more in, like, a so I avoid going to sleep because that's, like, the only time I have, like, to do nothing, for my brain to
Mhm.
not do anything.
Mhm.
Um, so, yeah, let me know, guys, if you ever have that issue because I was struggling with that, but it's been a little bit better the past few days, 3 maybe, like, the past week or so.
Okay,
So, yeah.
big, big cue for you.
Yeah.
Not how's your soul, but how's your garden? Is it taking a hit due to this, or is it
So,
thriving due to this?
I really need a weed.
Okay.
So the other sucky part is we're currently approaching middle of July and massive heat wave.
Yeah.
So that was a little rough, but um it's not I wouldn't say it's struggling, but I wouldn't say it's like thriving, but I did have some of my first harvests this past week.
Ooh,
So I
what'd you
did
get?
Oh, I did, I harvested some lettuce, I harvested some, kale, and then I also did, um, some of my cilantro, and we made copycat chipotle bowls, and I did, like, homemade cilantro lime rice, it was really
That sounds
yummy.
good.
And
Oh,
then, yeah, like lettuce for the bowls, and then I did have, like, a ton of mint, so I brought to work some, like, mint tea, iced mint tea, and
mhm.
then and it's, like, a little bit sweetened with honey, and so that was a big hit, and then, yeah, I did have had some flowers, I do actually need to go cut some flowers
Aw,
still.
cutie.
But yeah, I do need to weed a lot, and I think I'm gonna do that, like, just gonna plug an audiobook in and really
Just go for
just
it.
have at it with those weeds.
Mhm, mhm.
So
Okay.
so
Shout
yeah,
out to the
that's
first harvest, though. That's exciting.
yeah. It was exciting. I have a cute little basket and,
Of course you do, as you
um
should.
yeah. So that's fun. I did just order some overalls on Depop, so I'm really gonna be, like, a real garden girl.
You're a huge garden girl.
Huge
Okay.
garden girl.
I
Yeah,
love it.
so I'm trying to think of what else. I did have a I did have a pride party, at the end of June.
I saw
Um,
pictures from
it
this,
was,
I
an
think.
LGBTQ.
That's amazing.
It was a lot of gays, straights alike, so it was, it was just all are welcome there, but we
Yeah.
did have I do have a funny story from that. So I made rainbow layered jello shots. And then and those took I'm literally
7.
ROYGBV. Oh, I only
6?
did 6.
Oh, yeah, because
I only
blue and
did 1
violet are
yeah.
yeah, mhm.
So, it took approximately, like, 8 hours to do, because,
Wow,
you have
okay.
to let each layer set, and
Mhm.
there were some thick boys, but,
I believe
um
it.
yeah, and then I put a little bit of whipped cream and then one of those, the rainbow sour strip
Yeah.
things? I
Mhm.
did one, like, arch it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was fun, that was the jello shot of the night, and then I also oh, the so the funny story I was gonna tell you guys, at the party, we were trying to figure out how to, start the fire because I was kinda struggling because it just, like, wasn't catching with the wood.
Mhm.
And then Liv and Katie walk in, and I was like,
Did
"Thank
Katie
God
start it? It feels like
I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
thank God the masked lesbian's here."
Yeah. I was gonna say, Katie started that fire, didn't she?
But then yeah, she did, and she problem solved for us, but we didn't have enough, we didn't have any dryer relent or really anything to make it spread easily, so she was like, "We really need some lighter fluid." So they tried bug spray. It was stressing some people out. I was like, "Whatever, do what you gotta do." But then we I really wanted we had a folding table to, like, play beer pong, and I was like, but nobody had ping pong balls, and I asked everybody that was coming, nobody did. So I was like, "You know what? I'll just DoorDash some if needed." So I DoorDash ping pong balls and lighter fluid.
Wow.
And then
It
I was really wanting to ask the Instacart driver if he wanted a hot dog, but Addie went and met him without me,
um,
so
I'm pretty sure the Instacart driver was confused when he didn't pull up to a frat house because you just had lighter fluid and ping pong
yeah.
balls delivered to
No,
yourself.
it was, like, low-key a frat party, though, because, Addie we went to Dollar Tree and got they had these big fruit cups, like, huge ones with straws, and Addie made mixed drinks in them, and they were huge, like, probably that big,
Amazing.
and but she put some liquid IV in them, so that was good. Uh
Made sure we stayed hydrated. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
and we basically just, like, forced them on everybody that came in, and, yeah, and I made it you know the on Love Island when they have, like, the boys do the hidden tasks,
Yeah,
like, the pranks or whatever, and then they do it all day, and then so I was like, I wanted to do something like that, and so I texted everybody, like, a secret task, and so that was fun,
that's
but
amazing.
everybody forgot to do everybody just didn't do theirs except for shout out Louisa, she got everybody to go on a walk to the lake, so
Mm.
yeah, so she was the winner, but everybody else didn't
Yeah,
didn't even do it.
I guess, yeah, you can workshop that and get it again at a Labor Day
Yeah.
party or something because I think you probably have to tell them at the party when they're in the scene, in the setting,
Yeah, yeah.
and so, yeah, but you could have it
Yeah,
written
like,
on
hand
it.
'em cart yeah.
Yeah, you could have it written on a place card or a something like
Mhm,
that and hand it to
mhm.
them or something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, wait, no, I'm so sorry. I forgot that Sage also did his. I
Good
made
job,
him
Sage.
yes, shout out to Sage. He actually killed it. I told him that he had to, read a book reading style at some point in the night, and bonus points if it was Pride themed, and he did. He brought his own book. He was like, "Guys, like, look what I found at work in the donations because we have books that get donated, and he was like, "I just thought it was so sweet." And low key, the book was, like, not kid friendly though, like, but it was a children's book, so
Amazing. You know
yeah.
what? He should have read just Heated Rivalry out loud, but Kenner just
Yeah,
feelings and stuff. Just the first 2 chapters of Heated Rivalry, which are
the
honestly,
no,
the prologue
the
of Heated
prologue,
Rivalry
sex scene in the
is
prologue.
straight into it. Yeah,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, I have so much f
Yeah.
I wish I had been at this party.
No, it was it was very fun, like, it was, yeah, like, Liv and Katie were there, and we just had a grand old time by the fire, so
Man, one of my gays just moved to Kansas City a few days ago, and
really?
yes, I wish
Well,
that
next year. We'll get him next
yeah,
year.
he was somewhere he had some other commitment during the end of June that he had to be at, so
Mm.
but that sounds like so much fun, and it would've introduced him to I'm already planning on making him and Addie best friends because
Yes, yes. Yeah,
yeah. So, I'm already planning
yeah.
on that.
Okay.
I already have that set up in my mind, but
You should start a group text with just them and then leave it.
I might do that.
Yeah,
He
because that would that she
yeah.
yeah.
That friend, he last night texted me. Okay, so actually this is what happened. We were texting on a group text with another friend in it, but she wasn't
Mhm,
responding to us. But he and I were going back and forth about some tea.
mhm,
And then he texted me alone and said, I need to unpack. Can I FaceTime you? Because he needed a body double.
mhm.
And he told me the funniest story that I do not have permission to tell on the recording. I will tell you after, but I
Uh-huh.
laughed so hard at this story,
I'm
and,
dead.
but it did have to do with his Pride celebration. He was in Denver actually, during Pride for
Love.
something, and so it did have to do with that, and it was really funny, but he's in your area now,
Well,
so
love that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
connect y'all. Yeah, guys, listeners, make your friends friends.
Yeah.
It's so the only problem is you do get FOMO, but don't get
Mhm.
jealous. Just be like, "Oh, man, I wish I was there." But
Right, right.
don't be weird about it. You're a grown ass adult. Don't be
Yeah.
weird. Like people can love more than just you. That people can have many
Right.
friends.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh my gosh. Oh, so sorry, I switched it to me, but
No, you're fine. That was all I got, girl.
your party sounded dope, and I was thinking as you were talking, in a minute, maybe I'm gonna tell you now so you have a little minute to
Okay.
kind of marinate on it, but,
Mhm.
just maybe some reflections from the past 6 months, and they don't have to be deep or anything, but the reason I thought of that is because you said Jello shot, and every time you've talked about a party on here, you've talked about what Jello shot, like,
Yeah.
what the Jello shot of the day
Yes.
was, and that
Yes.
was 6 months ago when we started the podcast, one of your unhinged
Yes.
resolutions, and so
Yes.
you, baby girl, crushing it. So,
I think that's probably, like, the one I'm killing it at the most, so
have you gotten a lottery ticket yet?
fuck no. Damn it. That's, like, such an easy one to do too.
It is, and that's why it's so funny that it has not been accomplished.
God damn. And there you know what? There was this one time where I was trying to find the ATM at Quick Trip, and I passed by the lottery machine. I was like, "Oh, maybe I could get one." And whenever I see it, I'm never thinking about that goal.
That's
I
funny
just
because every time I see the word lotto, lottery, anything, I think of you. So, it's funny that you see it, it's your goal, you see
baby,
it, and
I
you
am the prize.
I am the prize. I am the lottery. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix my ear a little bit so it's not in pain.
Sorry,
Okay.
guys. Swimmer's
Uh,
here.
sorry guys, I, a 30-year-old woman, have swimmer's ear. Uh,
Didn't you learn anything from camp?
so here's what
No, just
happened.
kidding.
I went swimming, right?
Uh-huh.
Every day for probably a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I went underwater because I'm not a little bitch, you know?
Right,
And
as you should.
as I should, I actually I'll say it, Chloe, I'll say it. I judge people who don't get their hair wet in the water. There are, to be clear, I am talking about hair that is similar to mine. I know
Right, right.
there is certain hair, like different
Yes.
ethnicities and stuff, and that's different.
Yeah.
I'm not judging based off of that. I am judging based off of, just those girls who are, because it does tend to be girls. I mean, if a guy ever did this, I would hardcore judge him too. But guys' hair is also e- much quicker to wash, so I think they
Mhm.
don't care as much. But
Yeah.
it does tend to be girls that are like, I'm not gonna get my hair wet, and like, why are you in my pool? Get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna get
Yeah.
your hair wet, then don't be here. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, like, we are diving, we are playing mermaids,
Uh huh.
we are
Yes.
getting we are getting in it.
We are getting in it, and we are also getting swimmer's ear because of that. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I spent hours upon hours in the pool in the past 2 weeks, and I just didn't dry my ears out properly, and I didn't really think about it because, I a lot of I love to air dry just all the time. I air dry
Mhm.
just as much as I can, and
Mhm.
so I would just, and that includes after the shower, people. If I can, I will air dry. Um, but Uh, so I would air dry or whatever, and so I'd never had the towel, I didn't necessarily have the towel in my hand while I was drying off, so I didn't think
Mhm.
about it, and I just the other day, I was like, "Man, my ear hurts," but there was some other stuff going on too, so I thought maybe it was just inflammation in my body, and then the next day it was worse, and I thought it was a pimple, and I was, like, trying to when you get pimples in your ear, which also
Yeah,
sucks.
the so
So,
so
yeah, so
hurtful.
I was kind of, pressing around trying to figure out where it was, and
Mhm.
I didn't feel anything, and then the next day it just kept getting worse.
Yeah.
Hurt so bad, and thankfully, I already had a doctor's appointment this week, so I was able just to get it taken care of there, but by the time I was going to the doctor, I was in the whole side of my face was in pain. I felt like I had smashed into a brick wall. It was
Oh
terrible.
my god.
The fact that
Oh,
kids put up with that, like, they should cry more about it, actually.
yeah.
They're not crying enough, no
Oh,
matter how much they're crying, it hurts so much. Um but
same.
now we're at the point where it's not super painful. I did just take off that side of my headphones because the pressure was making it a little painful, but it's
Mhm.
not super painful, but it still sounds a little clogged is the only thing.
Gotcha.
So, but I've been having to put in eardrops for 3 times a day. 4 drops 3 times a day.
You're so
Anyways,
brave.
I'm I'm God's bravest soldier. So, for that alone, actually, but
Nothing else.
nothing else, done nothing else that's noteworthy, guys, um, or
Oh.
required courage, but, okay, so what was I even I was at some friend's house the other day,
Mhm.
and we were playing okay, so one of my friends is having a baby any minute now, truly, because that baby's been due. That baby was due a few days ago. And
Yeah.
so I'm on the distraction committee, obviously, because I'm a great distraction.
Yeah, yeah.
And write that down. Jot that down, guys. But I so every day for the past 4 days or so has been a group text with that friend, her mom, and her sister, who we're all friends. It's a family that I'm friends with, but and it's like, okay, like what's the move today, basically. And so we've been playing a lot of cards,
Uh-huh.
and I don't remember why I was telling you the story. It had to do with the gays, but I don't remember why. Um, but
Well,
it doesn't matter. I'll just keep going. Uh, but we have been playing this game called Hand and Foot, and I always call it hand, foot, and mouth. Crowd goes wild every time, gets a great response.
right.
But if y'all need a
Uh,
joke, there it is.
that, like,
But
literally every one of my coworkers that has children, it's always one of them that oh, sorry. It's
someone
always
always
one
has
of them that
yeah,
has their kid has hand, foot, and mouth from the daycare, and I'm like,
yes. And,
"Jesus."
yeah, hand, foot, mouth sucks. Poor babies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's also just, like, kinda gross. It's not the baby's fault, but it is just,
I okay, pause. I spent 3 hours in the car and my hips kinda hurt, so I'm gonna lay down like this, guys,
Yeah,
okay?
girl, lay. We'll pay you like one of our French girls. But I I truly don't know. It had something to do with gay people. I don't know. Happy Pride,
I'm
guys.
dead.
It's
Hand,
July,
foot,
but
and mouth.
no, 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 no. The hand,
The
foot, and
f
mouth and the gay people had nothing to do with each other.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay, okay.
it was something I was wanting to tell you something we talked about at the table, but I don't remember what it was. But I will tell another story. I had PT this week,
Mhm.
and I was talking to my PT, and she was asking me what I'm reading right now because we always talk about books together.
Yeah.
And I was telling her that I'm currently reading a book called I See You've Called in Dead, which is a great book. I just am not done with it yet. And I will recommend it when I'm done with it. So there's my
Mhm.
recommendation, everyone.
Recommendation.
Or recommendation is I See You've Called in Dead by John Kinney. Great book. It's a guy, he's an obituary writer, and he gets drunk one night because he's upset, and he writes his own obituary, and
Did you already talk about this?
there's a chance. I think I started it I was already planning on it was in my book plans, so
Okay,
maybe,
okay.
but I'm still reading that, and then I am, I'm wanting to read I got a book, I pre-ordered it, it came out in mid-June, it's called Dearly Departed by Chip Pons, and it's a romantasy, but it's a gay romantasy, and so I really wanna read it, but I need to finish this one. So, I was telling my PT this, and I said,
Mhm.
"It's a gay romantasy," I said, "It's 2 men, not that lesbian stuff," and I go I go, "No offense to the lesbians, I just don't wanna read about them." And, she was like, "Natalie, what?" And I said, "If there's not" a man in the story, I'm just not interested. I was like, 2 men, I'm super interested, but, like, if there's not a man, I'm just not that interested. And
Uh-huh.
she goes, "Oh, so you're only half homophobic." It's like, "Okay, brat." Um, and then last night I told my friend that when we were FaceTiming, and he said, "Yep, half an ally, half homophobic." No offense to the
50-50.
lesbians. I mean, I just tend to grab books with boys in them.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair. That's fair.
yeah.
Have you read much, sapphic romance? I would challenge you to maybe try, like, a good
Okay,
sapphic novel. Need to I don't think you need to not like boys to you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no, yeah, absolutely. That's probably an ignorant thing to say, absolutely. I do okay, one of the other things is that
'Cau
that a lot of the sapphic novels I've seen lately have been, sports
oh,
because, and, like,
yeah.
Hated Rory has just kind of, started that craze, and which
Yeah.
is I'm not interested in that.
Right, yeah. No, I don't think I've read any actually, I did read one, like, when I first kinda got into it, but, the other ones have not been sports related, so I could send you some recs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, send me some recommendations.
Okay.
I might just not be in the right area.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and maybe it won't be, like, a favorite, but,
Yeah.
I think I feel like um I mean, I've only read one, gay men
Mhm.
romance, so and that would be well, I guess 2, first 2 of Heated Rivalry, but I would say I'm kinda like I a little flip-flopped there, you know?
Did you
Um
not read Red, White, and Royal Blue?
Oh, I did. I
Yeah.
forgot about that one.
Yeah. I've actually
Yeah,
never read that.
I
Fun
did read
fact.
that one.
Um,
Okay, so
but
3.
yeah, so yeah. Okay, yeah, just send me recommendations. I feel like everyone that I pick up, I read the back of the book and I'm just like,
Mhm.
it's this it doesn't sound interesting to me.
Yeah,
So,
there's, like, a couple that I've read so far that I like, I feel like they're a lot more, like, not necessarily rom-com, they're just romance or they're so
and that's probably why I don't read them, is
yeah.
because I don't read a lot of just straight romances.
Right, right.
I tend to need
Yeah,
if I'm reading a romance, I tend to need it to, like, to have a little bit of comedy or a little bit of
yeah,
fantasy or
yeah.
because, like, Rebecca Yarros, who wrote, Fourth Wing, she
Mhm,
wrote she has also writes a ton of contemporary romance, and I
mhm.
haven't read any of them because I feel like in all of those, someone's gonna die. You remember that movie we saw, Letters for Jordan or whatever?
Yeah,
That's how I feel like all of them are gonna like,
yes,
I feel like
yeah.
someone's always gonna die in
There's, like,
those.
a tragedy and
Yes,
yeah, but
because
it really just tugs on them, you know?
I've just had so much tragedy in my life lately.
Yeah, that's fair.
But also we read that Fruity Pebbles one, I can never remember the name of it. After I do
Yeah,
yeah,
the, fuck, what was that a Taylor Jenkins Reid one?
I think it was.
Or
I'm gonna look it
because
up.
he went to go ride a bike to
He
get the
went
Fruity Pebbles?
his wife wanted Fruity Pebbles, and he got hit by a
Yeah,
truck,
shit.
and she, like, didn't know where he was, but she saw the lights, and she's, like, running down the street, and
Yeah, and then sees the Fruity
she's, like,
sorry,
stepping
it's
on
not
Fruity
funny,
Pebbles
but, like, what the
on the
fuck?
street. I always just call it the Fruity Pebble book because of that.
And it was, like,
Let me look it
literally
up.
in the first chapter, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it's one of those that it tells the story forward and backward, which I don't
Mhm.
know the word for that. And, yeah, it's a Taylor Jenkins Reid novel. So, okay, so I'll just tell y'all the plot, chat, so you know. And
Also, chat when we say we read it, like, we were on a drive, and a lot of times we would pick an
We would listen
audiobook
to yeah,
to
audiobooks
listen
together.
to,
Yeah,
and,
because we were driving
um,
to
it's probably Tennessee or South Carolina, one of the 2.
mm, I believe with that one, we were driving to Tennessee, but yeah, when we would go on long road trips, we would pick audiobooks, and
Uh-huh.
so we had actually listened to the Unhoneymooners before that, and so
Yeah.
great book, and then we
Yes.
listened to After I Do, which was a
Yes.
total vibe shift,
Yes.
and then we started Spanish Love Deception,
Yes. And that was
which
so good.
I love that. I've read that book many times. She is one of my favorite authors, Elena Armas.
Yeah.
All she's written 4 books so far. I love every single one of them. And one of them is, I would say, one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. But her last one, um, with the male main character, his name's Matthew Flanagan. I'm in love with him. So, anyways, but yeah, so after I do, guys, let me just give you a short summary. I mean, spoilers, but the guy dies, which is literally in the first chapter. It probably says
Mhm.
it on the back
Mhm.
of the book. But
Mhm.
then it also says, or so what happens is she marries this guy, but she's never met his family. And Chloe doesn't remember books after she reads them, so it's like I'm
No.
telling her a whole new story.
I'm like,
She
"What?"
married she marries this guy, but she's never met his family,
Uh,
and they're only married for they elope, so they're only married for, like, 2 weeks, or something, and
the guy that dies.
the guy that dies yeah, the guy that dies and the girl are only married for 2 weeks
Yeah, yeah.
and or something like that, like a very short amount of time, and she
Mhm.
still hadn't met his family, and so then he dies, and there's a lot of tension between his mom and her because
Yeah.
his mom's like, "Who are you? You're not part of this family." She's like, like, I've been in love with this guy for a while, like, I'm his
Yeah.
wife. What are you talking about?" And so, um, okay, for some reason, your text to me that you sent me earlier are just coming through right now. But anyways, so he goes they're, like, at home in the, like, glow of getting married, like, 2 weeks after they get married, and all of a sudden she's craving Fruity Pebbles, and he's like, "Okay, I'll ride down to the corner store and get you some." And he's riding back on his bike, and boom, gets hit by a truck. And yeah, it's a very memorable chapter,
Yeah.
and because that is what I call it, the Fruity Pebble book. I'm like, "You know the book with the Fruity Pebbles?"
Yeah. Literally, yeah, that was weird.
That
That
was
was
crazy.
super a lot of Taylor Jenkins Reid's older books are so strange.
Yeah.
So strange. Not her best work, but
I
very interesting
I will say
nonetheless.
a contemporary romance writer that I like, that I do always read her books, is Rainbow Rowell. Hers aren't rom-coms, and I do read all of hers. So, but I haven't read Cherry Baby yet, which is the newest one. It came out a few months ago.
Did you know she's from Omaha, Nebraska?
Yeah, Rainbow Rowell. Yeah, she's big
Addie
Nebraska girl.
just bought Cherry Baby.
So in Eleanor and Park, which Rainbow Rowell also wrote, um, there's uh,
Really? I'm
uh,
putting this all together now.
yeah, I can see it in your eyes. The pieces
Yeah.
clicking. There's a part where they do the "Go Big Red" chant on the bus. It's not in a nice
Love.
way. They're making fun of a fat redheaded girl, but it it is like all of her books are Nebraska based, and so
Okay. Not funny, kinda
so
funny though.
also,
Um,
I would suggest any Eleanor and Park's Slow Dance by Rainbow Rowell is so good. Bethany, best friend of the pod, Bethany, listened to it recently, and then I'm pretty sure she just like said, "Okay, run it back," and just, like, listened to it all again.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it's so
Love,
good. But the reason I haven't bought
love.
Cherry Baby is because I pre-ordered Slow Dance, and I actually like the paper cover better than the hardback, but I own the hardback, and
Okay. but Cherry Baby's hardback
It's
is
really
so pretty.
it's
The
so
inside is black and white checkered.
yeah. So, I'm currently doing No by July,
Okay, well,
so except for I did buy plane tickets earlier, but, I will it's on my list of things, but I kind of just also wanna see the paperback, and she's popular enough that her paperbacks come out pretty quickly, so
mm,
Cherry Baby
okay,
came out, like, 3 or 4 months ago, so the paperback should be out soon, so
gotcha.
anyway, so this game, Hand and Foot, it's a card game, you play with a teammate, and it was really
Wait,
funny.
what?
It was funny because my teammate was my friend who is hella pregnant, and I
Mhm,
have really bad brain fog. Oh my gosh, let me tell y'all a brain fog story. The other day, I wanted to make a caramelized sweet potato, right? And
mhm,
I Googled how to make a caramelized sweet potato. Because couldn't remember exactly, what temperature to put it on, all that kind of stuff. And I set my phone down and I walked away and I walked back to look at the search results. And that's when I realized I had texted my dad the phrase, how to make a caramelized sweet potato. And then the text chain was just me going like, I just said, LOL. And then I said, sorry, I thought you were Google. And he said, I am. It's like, okay, can you tell me how to do this then? He didn't. But yeah, no, I told someone else
That's
that story
funny.
and they were like, "Natalie, get it together." I was like,
That's really funny.
"Sorry." But yeah, anyways, so it was funny though, because my friend and I, Hazel and I were on the same team,
Mhm,
and but the 2 people on the other teams were both dealing they both had friends who were, like, in the midst of, like, crazy drama, so they're, like phones are basically like, their thumbs are basically smoking with how fast they're,
mhm,
texting, and, because 'cause they're trying to be good friends to their people, but they were so distracted that we just beat them,
yeah,
and it was funny because the next day we started playing again, and Hazel was like, "I think the brain fog helps because neither of us care. We don't even look at our phones." All that stuff's happening, and we're both just like,
mhm,
"Whatever."
okay.
Okay. And that's really my hat right now that I'm wearing says "Take it easy," and that's really the vibe. It's just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
"Okay,
100%.
whatever." Yeah. So,
Whatever.
I will say when um, we did I think the end of quarter 1, we checked in on
Yes,
resolutions, and
we sure did.
I had completed mine about talking to people about socks.
Yes, you
And
had.
you were like, "Okay, well, what are you gonna add?" And I'm pretty sure I said that I was gonna add watching new TV, and I have done that. I've watched Sherlock since then. I watched that scary show, Widow's Bay. I watched, The Other Bennett Sister is so good. I've watched it multiple times. The show called Dinosaur on Hulu, it's really good. It's about this autistic paleontologist who
Oh,
her and her sister are BFFs, and but her sister comes back from a weekend in London and is like, "I'm getting married," and so it kind of, turns like, the paleontologist, her name's Nina, it turns her world upside down. She's like, "What do you mean you're getting married?" And then so it's really funny, it's really good. There's 2 seasons so far, but I Googled it, it seems like there are gonna be more. And
okay.
then, what else? There was something else on the list of things I've watched. But yeah, all of those shows I named Not Suitable for Work on Hulu, it's a Mindy Kaling
Mm.
show, and I always watch
Oh,
Mindy
yeah,
Kaling
yeah, I
shows,
think you
yeah.
had talked about wanting to
Yeah,
watch that last time.
and that's the
Yeah.
only one that is not British out of or not yeah, not British out of all the ones I just named. So,
Wow, love
yeah,
that. I've
if you're
only been
into that.
watching Love Island USA and McBee Dynasty. You ever heard of McBee Dynasty?
No, fam, I need you to tell me more.
So, actually, I low-key think you might kinda like it. It's a reality show on Peacock. It is about the McBee family. They are a family in Northwest Missouri, probably
Okay,
about an hour outside of Kansas City,
okay,
and they have this huge cattle farm. bunch of land, and it is like a huge business they have going
Yeah.
on. Well, so it's 4 sons and then their dad, and dad's name is Steven, oldest son's name is Steven Jr.,
Of
and
course.
dad is, so first season, you kinda get, like, a little glimpse of their lives and everything and the dynamics and whatnot, and, um, the oldest son is like a mini version of the dad, and,
Mhm.
some, like, narcissist personality traits, like, just, like, especially the oldest son, he knows he's hot shit, he
Mhm.
whatever, but the crazy part of it all is these Russian women that are a part of it, because the dad has this thing with this Russian woman named Galina and then brings her into the business. It's kind of all of that. They really do kind of touch on, the dad, and this is, like, public knowledge. The dad had gotten arrested for, insurance crop insurance fraud at one point,
Mhm.
and, has since been, like, he was had the trial going on and all of that.
Mhm.
So, don't wanna spoil too much of it, but it is just trash reality TV about farmers, and,
But that's right up
Addie
your
and I
alley.
are Addie and I are addicted to
Yeah, I
it,
was gonna say
so,
that is your
um,
right up your alley.
yeah, I've been watching that and Love Island, and Love Island USA is almost done, so we'll find out who wins tonight, I think. I have not been as, like, invested in it as I have been in years past. I just kind of watch it, it's, like, in the background a lot of the times. Most of the days, like, when we're catching up on a lot of episodes, I will, like, fall asleep and take a nap.
Mhm.
So it's just background noise.
Nice.
But, yeah, it's chaotic. I mean, the guys are idiots and the girls are, the girls, but, that so that'll be wrapped up here in a bit. I would say if I had to vote for the winners right now, I don't even know who makes it to the Final Four, but I do like, uh, Bryce and Trinity. They're probably my top, and then I also like my tied for second would be, Amaya and fuck, what's his name? Is it Paul? Amaya and no, I am butchering their names. Um,
I'm not surprised by that.
shit.
It's just
Um,
like, that one.
yeah, Final Four, Love Island. Okay, Anaya and Carl, not Paul.
What? Okay. Yeah, girl, you right.
I
You so right.
hate Sincere. I really like Melanie, who he's coupled up with. Hate Sincere. Kata and Zach, I've started to not like them. I liked him a little bit before, but now I'm not a fan. But yeah, so those are my Love Island thoughts. I only watched the first 2 episodes of UK, and I haven't kept up with it. Have you kept up with it?
No. No, that's the answer.
Okay.
But, I, uh I watched on one of my rest days, so it was like a day that I just laid on the couch all day long. I watched
Uh-huh.
quite a few episodes of it, and I was into it, but then I just didn't keep up with it, and so I might, when the season ends, I might
Mhm.
go back and watch it. I just
Mhm.
can't I don't keep up I've only been able to keep up with it in real time once. To
Was it that, like, 2
It was
years ago?
yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Kieran and Nicole's season, which I did
Oh,
see
yeah, yeah.
Nicole and her other boyfriend, not her other boyfriend, her and Kieran had broken up before her and this guy got together, but, um, I saw that, uh, they broke up last month after some heated arguments on a family
Oh.
vacation. Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah,
Wow.
wondering what that's about.
Also, my iPad is also on a time crunch because I
Okay.
could only charge it once I got back here, so,
Okay,
um
let me just tell you what I've been up to the last couple of
okay,
weeks because this
yeah,
is really
please do.
important. And then we'll do biggest bullshit and then we'll wrap her up.
Love it.
Okay.
Thanks for listening along, guys. If you're still here, we
Yeah.
love you so much.
Thank you so much for just coming in and
We
just
can do some
listening to
short
us.
little reflections. You know, I'm a reflective person.
Um, okay, so what was I gonna say? Oh,
Your last
the
2 weeks.
the last 2 weeks I've been watching the Tour de France. Um,
Oh, yes.
Big tour girl. We just finished stage 9 today. And so the winner of today's stage was Matthew Vanderpool, which is great because there's this one guy, his name's Tadej Pogačar. He's just like an all-star cyclist. Like he's
Okay.
pretty unbeatable and it's frustrating, you know. I just, when someone's winning all the time, it's boring. And so and then his biggest competitor is Jonas Vingegaard, who both I and Bethany love, and so we also hate Toddy a little bit more because of that. But
Okay.
um, anyways, today Matthew Vanderpool won the stage, but it was funny because Bethany had to watch it later, and I got a text from her at one point that said, uh, "If Tade wins today, I will hurt myself." And I said, that feels like a reasonable response. But I knew, I was like, Don't worry, guys. She makes it through the day. I haven't seen, because we hopped on here, I haven't seen her reaction yet to the fact that Tade did not win today. But yeah,
Okay.
anyways, yeah, so that's the
I love
big thing
that.
in the cycling world right now. World's biggest race is
Okay.
going on. And
And
I'm
oh, wait,
currently
never mind. They are only in France, obvi, right?
they actually started in Italy this year. Italy?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So they always have one or two other countries, like a stage or two in other countries. But yeah, they started in Italy. I think it was
Gotcha.
Italy. But then the other thing that I've learned, I started this on July 1st, so I've
Mhm.
learned since then. I've learned how to crochet. Big crochet
Yay!
girl now.
Love
Yeah, I'm
that.
really into it.
Period.
Um,
Okay.
Sister of the pod, Olivia, is beside herself with joy about the fact that I'm crocheting now.
I love
And
this.
so I learned from a TikTok girl. She has like a couple of videos. See, Olivia is such a good artist and she's taught herself everything she knows from like YouTube videos and stuff.
Uh,
Actually, someone taught us to crochet when we were little, like maybe a great aunt or someone, I can't remember. But someone taught us to, and I don't know if she remembered it from there, but her skill got much much better by just like she's always been a self-teacher. She just learns how to do things. And
love.
I could just never watch YouTube videos. Here's the problem with YouTube videos. Like yes, they're too long, which Luke makes fun of me. My brother Luke will make fun of me. He's like, "You and your TikTok brain." I'm like, "No, I've never liked YouTube videos. They have
Mm,
always been too long."
mhm,
And but I realized the other day what it is a lot of times I feel like people on those over explain or show too much,
mhm,
and it's actually
mhm.
that I'm not great with like verbal directions. And so then when you
Yeah,
add a bunch of like
yeah,
extra words and stuff to it, I get confused. And so on TikTok,
yeah.
it's no matter what, it is gonna be shorter and they're gonna use
Right.
and the people who talk too damn much on TikTok, I'm like, "No, no, no, you're confusing
2x.
me." Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, "You're confusing me, this is too many instructions." And so, yeah, anyways, I've started making baby hats because I know a lot of people having babies.
yeah.
I sat there the other day and was like, "I know at least 6 babies being born very soon."
Yes.
And
Yes.
so, I was like, "Okay, well, the first thing I'll make is baby hats." So
Love.
I learned how to do a slip knot, I learned a magic circle, I learned,
Wow.
a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet.
I love this.
Yeah, so I've learned how to switch colors in the middle of a project, so yeah, and I'm
Okay.
learning right now. I'm in the middle. I almost texted you and said, I'm in the middle of a project and I'm hyper focused, so let's push back recording a few minutes, because
Uh-huh.
I'm learning how to embroider onto the crochet so all the baby hats can have the baby names on them. Yeah, isn't that
This
so
is
cute?
incredible. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, so don't worry, maybe you'll get a baby hat or something, I don't know. Make Brooke
Love.
a hat.
I mean, Addie and I did we were at the farmer's market, and there was this girl selling a lot of crocheted stuff, and we got little koozies,
Ooh,
for
yeah.
so there's the possibilities are endless with this
There's
crochet stuff.
really so many things you can make,
When I
so
learned how to sew, guys, which I am taking a sewing class at the local library soon, it's over for you hoes.
Oh my gosh, you'll sew and I'll crochet.
Yeah, we can
We'll
have a
just
booth at the craft fair.
Yay!
It's like my dream.
We'll
I
do
want a
it.
booth at a fair so bad.
We'll have a booth at the craft fair. Okay, let's wrap it up. What's your
Okay.
do you know your biggest bullshit? Do you have a biggest bullshit? Because I definitely have one off the top of my
Do
head.
I have a biggest bullshit? The one I wanna say is just I just need to not, but, um,
Nice.
gosh, golly gee. Yeah, I'll tell you off mic, but,
Golly gee.
my actual one, let's see, guys, probably fucking the July heat wave, and I
Oh
know you're
gosh.
in Texas, and that's your life, but it just
I mean, heat still sucks. Like,
it just
even
is
if it's
not
hotter here.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's probably one of my biggest bullshits. Um,
I'm
yeah.
I'm so worried about everyone's hydration, just everyone around me.
Oh yeah.
I'm just
Yeah. Yes. No, literally. Um, yeah, that's it.
amazing. My biggest bullshit is the fact oh, wait, before I say this, I will say I have still not listened to the song I Knew It, I Know You, or whatever the hell that song is called.
Oh my god,
I
I
am
meant to talk about this fucking wedding, but also
I
I don't really want to give it more airtime.
I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's happy for them, whatever, do you.
Yeah.
But um
Yeah.
here's my thing is that I am refusing to listen to that song. And it's like become the it's a goal for me. Just to I'm so against that song.
Do you know like the viral part like from TikTok and
No,
stuff?
no, I see it on the video, I just scroll past it. Yeah, yeah. It
Gosh,
also
that's funny.
which also means that if that song's in my top 100 on Spotify, there is one reason that could happen, and that would be that I am logged on Spotify to my brother's TV in their living room, and sometimes they play Taylor Swift radio. And so but not enough. So if it shows up
Yeah.
at all, it would be from that. If you're like, "Why are you logged into your brother's?" I logged in one time and then none of us ever logged me out, and I told them, I said, "I don't care if y'all, do whatever." But my brother was really concerned that he was gonna mess up my top 100, and I was like, "Thank you for caring about that."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but so if that song is in there I mean, even
It's
if it's
rigged.
on yeah, even if it's on Taylor Swift radio, if that song is like, it's not like they're listening to that every single day and that song's definitely playing every single day.
Right.
So, I do know that the Spotify will be like, when I'm listening to an album, like Olivia Rodrigo's killer album or anything like that, um, when it's over, if I'm listening to anything pop adjacent, when it's over, it's like
Uh-huh.
one of the first songs they wanna play, and I'm like,
You
"No, bitch.
skip.
No, bitch."
Alexa, skip.
Actually did that because in the pool the other day, because like, Taylor Swift radio does have, like it's pop songs, and so, in the
Yeah.
pool and stuff, depending on the vibe, but it came on, and I did hear, like, the first few notes, and I was like, "Alexa, skip. We're not
The
doing this."
You know how we've talked about threads before,
Mhm.
Instagram threads? I was just scrolling the other day and an AI video of Taylor and Olivia talking came up, and low key, it was kind of funny because they were just, like, beefing.
Amazing.
Oh, it was like it did kinda make me chuckle a little bit, but
You're like, "Dang it,
yeah,
AI, you
anyway.
got me on this one." Okay,
Yeah.
my biggest bullshit, though, is that on most streaming platforms, the top section is not continue watching. Why the hell is the top section you go to
Yeah.
not the section full of everything that you've been spending all your time on? Why
Yeah.
do I have to go
Yeah.
some platforms have it 3 or 4 down. What do you mean? And, like, no one that's not making anyone go, like, "Hey, oh, let me look through this first." No, I got on here to rewatch Modern Family for the 100 and some time. Why are you acting like that's not what I'm about to do?
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
also, I feel like the big advertisement at the top is enough. If
Mhm.
something's gonna
Yeah.
catch my attention, it's gonna be that. It's not we all waste too much time just scrolling through Netflix or scrolling through
Yeah, the
Twitter or whatever,
only ones
anyways.
on Netflix I like is the top one, and then the top 10 in the US or whatever, that part, that's the only ones I ever look at. I don't
Yes.
wanna see all your different compilations of different shows and movies and
And you know
whatever
what? If you
that
wanna
are
give
a
them to
weird,
me,
obscure theme.
yeah, and if you wanna give them to me, that's fine, do it after the continue watching. You already have my
Yeah,
business. I'm already here. Give me what
yeah,
I want. I pay you
yeah,
for this. So, yeah.
yeah.
It
No,
just
I agree.
it makes no sense in my mind, and I've talked to many of my siblings about this too, and they're like, "Yeah, no, it's bullshit." So,
Yeah,
that is the biggest
yeah.
bullshit. Oh my gosh,
I
last night
and
I
and you are
laughed.
so valid in that.
Thank you so much. I laughed last night because my friend, when I was FaceTiming him, I said something he told me that his, like, living room doesn't have a light in it,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Man, that's bogus." And he started laughing, he's like, "Yeah, some might call it bullshit." And I was like, "Yes, also that," which is I was like, sorry to act like I'm in the year 2000 right now. I don't know why I just called
Bogus.
something bogus. Like, where did that come from?
Ugh.
Uh, okay, guys, we're gonna wrap up. Thanks for just
Okay,
shooting the shit with us
yeah, and thanks
for the last
for
hour.
coming along the ride coming along for the ride coming
Eh,
along the ride.
coming
Coming
on the ride.
along.
No, that's not right.
No, nope. Thank you for joining us the past 6 approximately
months.
6
6
months,
months. Yeah, we love
and
y'all.
give or take,
Hey,
and
and also for all of you who are catching up, who got behind and are now catching up because our streaming numbers are still going up. So,
I
um,
love that.
yeah, shout out to you. Thanks for listening, even if you're
Yeah.
behind. I appreciate that.
We've had so much fun, we'll continue to have so much fun.
Yeah, we love
Back
this.
in we do. I love it so much. I tell everybody,
Yeah.
I love
Listen
it
to my
so much.
podcast.
So,
Yeah.
listen to my podcast. I do for next season, I wanna make ourselves little business cards, so when I'm out, "Hey,
Do it.
listen to my podcast."
What I was gonna say, one goal I have yet to meet on that was my
Uh-huh.
unhinged resolution was a daddy sweatshirt, but I'm a crocheter now, so
Oh, yeah, you are.
we'll see.
Mhm.
Um,
Yup.
yeah, but guys, we have so much fun, and that's actually one of the reasons that we have been taking these long ass breaks is,
Mhm.
because mine and Chloe's rule is, like, we only do this if it's fun, and so, like,
Yeah.
us forcing ourselves into situations where Chloe's exhausted from work or I'm not feeling
Yeah.
well or whatever. It's just not fun, and you would hear it for sure, like, in our
Yeah.
voices. You would know.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. We love y'all.
We love you so much. Thank you for, coming. Yeah, for the thanks. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for coming for the
We
ride
will
along for the ride, guys.
thanks for coming on the ride.
Yeah.
Uh We will see you in September, and until then, I was gonna say stay something, but I don't know what I was gonna
I
say.
thought you were gonna say stay slutty. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, stay
also,
slutty, guys.
yeah, guys, have a great summer. Never
Jonathan
change.
Frederick, stay slutty.
Be crazy. Also, his full name is not Jonathan. He's just a John.
I know. I always
Yeah.
forget that.
But yeah, have a great summer, and we'll see y'all.
Hags.
Hags. We'll see you on Labor Day. Love you. Never
Okay,
change.
love you guys. Mwah.
LYLAS.